Since the inception of societies over 7,000 years ago, humans have been ruled by various forms of governance. Democracy was tried and failed. A republic was tried and failed. Rule by the wealthy elite was tried and failed. By the end of the 1600s, the common man was crushed under the weight of ever-changing tyrannical rule. With the discovery of an entirely new world by Columbus, the common man began to flee to it in search of religious, political, and entrepreneurial freedom of expression. By the middle 1700s, this new America was bursting with ideas for a new, untried form of governance that would be both ruled by the people who are represented by one of their peers, elected by the people. In order to guarantee the success of this new venture, the men and women of the age saw the absolute need to put in writing a document that would surpass anything that had ever come before it since the beginning of human civilization. That document is the United States Constitution. It spells out in clear speech the rights of the people and the limits of its government. It is the bedrock, the foundation stone of the nation, and has been since 1789, when it was ratified by the people through their duly chosen officers. While the U.S. Constitution, from the date of ratification, was and still remains the supreme law of the United States of America, it may be amended, but never radically changed or easily altered. Most of the Constitution is absolute, where the language indicates such. For example, the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution states, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." Until the latter part of the 20th century, it was understood to mean an absolute right. The words "shall not be infringed" is the guarantee of it, as well as the profound words found in the First and Fourth Amendments. As the United States began to expand in landmass and population, the only thing that has kept the constitutional republic intact has been the absoluteness of certain articles and amendments contained in it. And, sadly, like all those who came before, there has begun, particularly since the days of globalist President Woodrow Wilson in the early 20th century, followed by the nearly 12-year socialist presidency of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the nation has seen a decline in the love for or understanding of what is contained in the U.S. Constitution. This has led to a decline of the American empire as the very core and foundation of what has made the nation unique in the annals of history. The U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights is slipping in importance for its citizens. As more and more politicians whittle away at that foundation, and the people are lulled into more and more delusion and moral decline, it is easy to know what may follow if we just examine the very first republic in Rome as it neared its end in favor of a tyrannical form of leadership. When power and corruption are in the hands of the elite, when the common man is left ignorant and unaware through a lack of education and understanding of where they came from and what they stand on, and for then the nation and its people become prey and pawns of those who will always look for an advantage to gain and keep more of the power entrusted to them, which according to the U.S. Constitution is reserved for the people. These frauds will try and keep it for themselves. How did our ancestors in this nation deal with such belligerence and audacity from its leaders? Revolution, hopefully a non-violent one like we witnessed on November 5th with the re-election of President Donald J. Trump. Keep America free, and a constitutional republic envisioned by our founders. Thank you for watching. This ends the series. Until our next video. Shalom.